Welcome back to the Blessed Restoration series, the only series on YouTube where you get to see me rapidly devalue my largest asset. So if you missed last week's episode, I kind of just took out the interior. This week, what I'm going to be focusing on is kind of just sanding and getting the body down to bare metal. With that, I'm also going to be taking off the bumpers, lights, trim, anything like that. So yeah, let's just dig into it. All right, so the bumper's off. An interesting I'd like to note about this bumper, it's on the corner here, you see a slash. I don't know if that's original because I have a lot of other bay window bumpers and they all point right here. So I'm curious if this was an early bumper or something that got cut up and turned into a bay window bumper. The only thing with that is it has carriage bolts in there, so there's square holes, which is something that only bay window bumpers have. So yeah, if one of you bus aficionados in the comments know about that, please let me know. I don't know if they switched and there's like some in 69 or 70 or whatever that had slash bumpers. So yeah, just let me know. All right, so with the bumper being off, you can kind of see the rear apron now. It's very, very dingy. Yeah, there it is. My muffler's also very rusty, but you know, it's a muffler, what do you expect? So yeah, I should be sanding down all this stuff. Should take the front bumper off. The only thing about the front bumper I don't know about is, so the brackets are attached to a box frame, and I'm pretty sure it's like bolt into a nut in the box frame, and I don't know how to get that nut out, so I'm worried I'm just not going to be able to take them off. But we'll have to figure it out. So my bracket is bent on that one, so I can't get a ratchet up in there. So I'm gonna have to get some channel locks or something and bend it back and then see if that'll work. And because of, as you can see, how close these are, I think the bumper bracket was definitely hit in the front at some point, or it hit something. So I think the bumper brackets are messed up. I don't think it's the bumper, because the bumper looks fairly straight. But yeah, the brackets are definitely messed up. So all right, so apparently the box frame, which is on that side, it doesn't have a nut on the inside, or it does have a nut, but it's welded to the sheet metal. So they just came right out. On this side, because it has the toe spot to like toe it behind something, it did have, like, the frame was, or the bracket was bent. So I had to get a hammer and I hammered it out, and then just enough to where it came off. So next I'm going to take the side ones off. I think these are smaller nuts. one of the bolts looks like it might have been a little cross-threaded. So, you know, that's fun. Yeah, it's like bent. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like bent to that side. This bumper was clearly taken off at one point so they could paint it all the various colors they painted it, so. Not a big fan of hanging it like that. But what are you gonna do? Not hang it like that. But I mean, you know, it's a lot more work. I don't do it. Cool. Front bumper's off. Saw Bondo. So yeah, it was hitting against the body right there. So these are the brackets. You can tell on that bracket it's kind of dented inward from the towing part, towing ring or whatever you want to call it. But the other side is also like that, so I couldn't get the ratchet in there. This side it was a piece of cake, which I thought it wouldn't because this is the side that was had the box frame, and that's why I hadn't taken the bumper off earlier and painted it or whatever. But yeah, so now it's off. And I guess I might start taking off lights and stuff, or I might just start sanding, who knows. All right, so one final thing before I sand, I'm gonna take off the tail lights and maybe the license plate. And I'm gonna start sanding with the back just because it's closer to the house and there are like electrical outlets, and so I can just use the orbital sander. So I'm not gonna film all that just because my phone is not super high on battery, so I'll catch up with you once I'm done filming it. All right, I took all this stuff off, and so now I think I can actually start sanding, like I said I would do a while ago. Yeah, cool. All right, so I took the apron out. While I was sanding the apron, I found a bunch of Bondo. So yeah, there's probably 3 layers of Bondo right there, and we're all mixed at different ratios. You can tell it's gray and then pinker and then grayer. So yeah, this is very dented. I'm gonna have to, I don't know if I can get something to pull those out or what I'm gonna do, but yeah, it's very dented. I do have another apron off of the 69. It's very rusty, but I don't know if I can maybe wire brush that all and then put Pour 15 on it and then kind of, I think it's straighter than this one was. But yeah, I think I'm gonna just kind of sand, not the apron right now. Just do all the rest of the bus. So. All right, and I'm back. It is about 7:30 now, and I've been sanding for about 6 hours, and this is all I've done. So, I don't know if sanding is the best way to do it as far as paint removal. I might try some I don't know, paint removal chemicals. But yeah, this is what I've been able to do. It's pretty much just all on the deck lid. So, ran into a few hiccups. First off, my orbital sander, like this, I don't know what it is. It's kind of whatever it is. The part that attaches the Velcro just ripped off, and so now the Velcro couldn't be used. So what I've been doing is I've just been getting just normal sandpaper, and then I put double-sided tape on it, and then I would just like, you know, make it work. That's been kind of good. I also use some double-sided tape and just tape sand to a block of wood. So, or sandpaper to a block of wood, just to make it kind of easier to sand. And so, yeah, it's kind of what's been going on. Not really a whole lot to say besides, I don't know, it's a lot of labor. I could definitely see why taking it into a body shop and having them sand everything down and do all that is very expensive. Hopefully the fact that I'm sanding it down makes it cheaper to paint. But also though, like sanding it down, I am finding a lot of Bondo, so that's great. Knowing that all my body panels just aren't straight. So who knows what'll happen when I paint it, but yeah, I don't know. I'll probably just use a lot of Bondo when I paint it. But there's little dents and dings, like yeah, this guy, it's like that was just full of Bondo, and then like little things on the was just full of Bondo, and so I think I will just have to kind of fill it with Bondo again once I paint it, or whatever, once the body shop that I take it to paint it, and then it'll I don't know, hopefully it gets painted and it'll look nice eventually. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of hours of sanding from here on out. So all right, so I'm done sanding for the night. It's about 9 o'clock. I started doing all the work at like noon, and I mean, this is about all I've gotten. So it's definitely going to take a while to get the whole bus. Yeah, I don't know if I want to just put a coat of primer on it just so it doesn't rust, but I think I might do that. So yeah, I'll probably just put a coat of primer on and then check back in, and that'll probably be the end of the video. I might come back out tomorrow. Maybe it's not the end of the video, but you know more than me at this point. All right, it's all primered up. This is what the rear end of my bus looks like now. Very fitting. It kind of matches the front of the bus in a way. The front of the bus has the darker or the lighter primer on, the filler primer. I don't know. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I don't know, I think this might be a little shorter of a video just because most of it was off screen, just sanding. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, do all that stuff, share it. Yeah, tune along for next time where you'll see me lower the value of my bus even further.